am Tabitha Brown. Let me introduce you to little me.
That is Emmy Award-winning host and New York Times best-selling author Tabitha Brown giving us a preview of her first ever children's book titled Hello There, Sunshine. The book tells the story of a young Tabitha who wakes up ready to greet the sun, which sends her off to a neighborhood adventure. CBS News Boston's digital host Joe Weil spoke with Tabitha to learn more about the book.
Emmy Award-winning host and New York Times best-selling author Tabitha Brown joins us now. Tabitha, thanks for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
All right. You have so many titles under your belt, including winning multiple NAACP awards, and you're also a hair care line business owner. But we know you as America's mom, and I want to know how you got that name and what that title means to you.
You know what's so crazy? I don't know if you're familiar with The Secret, the book and the video that came out many, many years ago, and people started making the vision boards and they would have them up in the house. I was one of those people, early 2000s. And I remember on my vision board, I made I had like a headshot because I'm an actress and had moved to LA. And I wanted to be known as America's Mom on there. But I wanted to be known as America's Mom because I wanted to be like Claire Huxtable on The Cosby Show, because I wanted to be a series regular on a TV show. But when TikTok came around and I got on there, people just started calling me that. And I was like, oh my God, this was on my vision board years and years ago. And nobody knew that except, you know, me and my husband, of course. But I didn't realize people would call me that just for me being me. But it was such a compliment to feel like people feel safe enough to call me mom here. And of course, I live in America, and I just felt like, okay, I'll take that. So I can be America's mom, America's auntie, your sister, your friend, whatever the case is. But it's pretty amazing that I wrote that on a board many years ago, and it came off, but in a real way and not like on television.
And I think it's very fitting, as America's Mom, you now have your first ever picture book coming out. It's called Hello There, Sunshine. It tells the story of a young Tabitha who wakes up ready to greet the sun, but then gets a little worried when she realizes it's missing, and it sends her off on an adventure. Tell us a little bit more about the book.
Absolutely. So the book is based on my childhood, right? I am one of those little kids who love the sun. I love to go outside and play. But my mother teaching me a lesson that the sunshine, even though it may not be shining, because every day may not be a sunny day, but that we can be the sunshine in someone else's life and in our own by being kind. And so I wanted to put that into a book to teach children that they can have the power, and they do have the power, to be light and to be sunshine in their own lives and others.
How did you use that lesson that your mom taught you in your career, where it took some time to get to the point where you are now, which is obviously world famous and doing all the incredible things you're doing right now?
Well, you know, I've always been kind, right? I've always been a compassionate person. I think just getting to freedom for myself was the most important thing. And when you have been like conditioned for so long, I was in corporate America, and then I was, acting only for years and taking classes and kind of shape shifting and code switching and conforming to make everybody else comfortable or to fit in. I had to come to a place of waking up and realizing, wait, I'm enough just as I am. My mother, my father, they created me, and God has made me to be exactly who I am, and I don't have to try to fit in anymore. I don't have to try to be something I'm not. I can just be me, and I can be loving to people and be kind to people, and that's enough. And it seemed to work. People love me just showing up as myself and not trying to perform and be somebody that I'm not. So I'm grateful that I get to show up in this space as a free woman who's not trying to be anybody but me.
And we love that. And you really gained such a massive following through TikTok, the videos that you were posting. And you hit on, I think, just an important point for really everybody in life. It's to embrace who you are as a person. When did you start to realize that there was an audience out there that was really drawn to who you were and all the things that make you you?
It wasn't until 2017, 2018, when I started doing content, right? I didn't have followers. I started doing content August of 2017 after having a dream and seeing myself on a show on a very small screen and praying and asking God, like, reveal that to me. What was the show I was on? And I heard a voice that said, start doing videos. And I was like, what would I do videos about? And I was new to being vegan. So I started to share, my vegan recipes and different food I would find. And I'd have like 30 people that would watch my live videos, and I might get 300 views on a post that I would post. So I didn't really think that it was like an interest, but eating a sandwich in my car went viral. I didn't even know what viral was. And I was like, wait, this is December 30th of 2017. And within 4 days after that, it just went crazy viral. And I started having thousands and thousands of followers. My views would be millions of views. And my mind was blown. I was like, people really like to watch me talk about food and my family and just life and inspiration. I guess I can just keep doing this, And I was consistent and just kept doing it every day. And I still do it every day. And it still to this day blows my mind.
And it's unbelievable, but continue to ride the wave because what you're doing has been fantastic. Final thing for you, Tabitha, what made you want to start writing children's books like you have with this one, Hello There, Sunshine?
Well, I've been working with children for a few years now because I have a children's show called Tab Time. And so it was just fitting. I was like, oh, you know what? I should do a children's book so that they can have a little piece of Miss Tab, but a little version of Miss Tab, and they can hold it in their hands. They can turn the pages, but they can also feel the kindness in the story and want to continue that in their own life. And so it just goes along with everything that I do. It's in alignment. It makes sense. It's all on brand, as they would say. It's exactly who I am and how I show up in the world. So I had to do a book for children.
And you see the pictures there. We can't wait to get a look at it. Tabitha Brown, a pleasure to speak with you. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you. I appreciate you, hon.